Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Arizona Cardinals. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. From the 6. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Room here to run. Touchdown, Cardinals.
3rd down, as a defender, all you're thinking about is getting off the field. How do you stop this last play? But if you don't wrap up when you tackle and you play it back like this, all of a sudden he's taking it to the house, and now you're looking at each other. What did we do wrong on that play?
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Prescott off play action. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of...
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. Play action. Now it's Murray. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. They'll try the right side with Harris. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Caught on the slant. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It'll be Murray on the keeper. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. Kyler Murray with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. The extra point by Moore up and good. And that'll make the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On play action, Prescott. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 41, Prescott. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And again, it's Prescott. Looking downfield for Godwin. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
The Cardinals hit 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their finer performances because They were outclassed pretty much right from the start.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. Play fake. Murray. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Murray sets to throw on fourth. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Now Murray. Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Murray. This is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cards have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Murray, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Prescott now. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Finding Pickens for another catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Prescott looks to throw on first. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Cards will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Harris running straight ahead, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On second and goal, Murray. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Murray now, third and goal. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The kick by Marr is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll go with a big back Fournette, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. They hand this off to Harris, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. Able to get this one to McBride. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Prescott on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
And An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Prescott. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback, but when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They'll throw again. Prescott. He's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37. Prescott to throw it. And here's Freiermuth again. And they'll work this down inside the 30. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. To the air again, Prescott. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Play action now. Prescott. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Connor Hayward, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. The Cardinals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is Harris. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They run again with Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Murray. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. That will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Here's Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
On third down, it's Prescott. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Prescott yet again. Dumps it off to Fournette. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Looking deep downfield. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, 32 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Boswell good with the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Steelers 21. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Shotgun now from Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk. 17 yards there on fourth down. Here's Murray from midfield. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Back to throw it, Murray. This will be caught once again by Brown. Touchdown! Hollywood Marquise Brown. 27 yards. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. An extra point by Barr, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw on target to Godwin here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, Prescott. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But